Halloween is my favorite time of year. It takes place during my favorite season, autumn, and the ways of celebrating it are all very enjoyable in my opinion. It seems that many people of all ages and demographics feel the same way I do about this holiday. But that got me wondering, why is that? What exactly is it about Halloween that's so appealing to us? For one thing, any holiday is a break from regular everyday life. Places have fun little decorations up, and we get to participate in fun seasonal activities. For Halloween, fun things to do include trick-or-treating, going to haunted houses and costume parties, carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, and watching Halloween specials or horror movies on TV. People of any age can have a good time with these traditions. Even when you're too old to trick-or-treat, you can still hand out candy and watch the kids as they go, reminiscing about when you were a kid doing the same thing they are now. Something I didn't always realize, but have more recently come to understand, is that Halloween as we know it is viewed by much of the world as a rather uniquely American thing. The traditions we now associate with Halloween historically come from multiple different places that people emigrated from and brought to America. Conversely, things like trick-or-treating in its modern form mainly spread to other countries from the United States through popular culture such as movies. It's a fascinating study of human culture, how practices get passed around and transformed. Another interesting aspect of Halloween is how it represents a change in perspective regarding what we as a culture view as scary. This can range from fantastical entities such as monsters to regular animals like bats and spiders, to the concept of death itself. During Halloween time, fear becomes fun. The ominous, scary becomes the more innocent, spooky. There's a reason that media networks use the season to promote the horror genre. It's because horror media and Halloween are both cultural means of exploring the concept of fear, what scares us, and why. As times change with the passing decades, we find new things to be afraid of, yet certain traditions keep going strong, and certain classic pieces of horror media are viewed as being timeless. Halloween definitely lends itself to superstition. The concept of All Hallows Eve is thought to have at least partially originated from a belief that the material world in which we live somehow becomes closer to some kind of spirit world around mid-autumn when the days get colder and shorter. Throughout all of human history, we've been coming up with countless ways to explain the seemingly unexplainable. It's just in our nature as beings with brains wired for pattern recognition. Even for those who don't believe in the paranormal, it's fun to look into the reasons why people do, and to pretend that maybe these things could be real in order to have a little spooky fun once a year. Despite Halloween putting a spotlight on fear, it can actually be less stressful than other holidays. Unlike Christmas, birthdays, and Valentine's Day, there's no expectation of buying gifts for others, and thus trying to figure out what exactly to give someone that they'll like and find use for. Participation in Halloween is also seen as optional. Even if you're home on the night of trick-or-treat in your town, you don't have to hand out candy. If your family, friends, or workplace hold a Halloween get-together, you won't be expected to attend the same way you would with a Christmas party or a Thanksgiving dinner. Even if you do go to a Halloween party, you don't have to dress up in a costume if you don't want to. Spooky stuff is acknowledged as not being for everyone in a way that winter holiday cheer isn't always accepted as being. Halloween is special to members of certain communities such as queer and neurodivergent people, of which I am proudly both. Society already sees us as not normal, but this time of year is all about things that are out of the ordinary, which gives us an opportunity to embrace what makes us unique, different, and special. Being the way we are tends to give us a particular appreciation for the unconventional, understanding that what society regards as weird or off-putting is often just misunderstood or misrepresented. Ironically, even though many aspects of this holiday involve playing pretend, it can allow us to feel like our authentic selves in ways that we don't always get to. Finally, Halloween has an element of appreciating things while they last. October October is widely agreed upon as the best part of the autumn season, when the leaves are at their most vibrant and the summer heat has long since passed, but the winter's cold has not yet arrived. When you see that derelict storefront overtaken by a pop-up Spirit Halloween shop seemingly overnight, you know that it won't always be there, and once the holiday is over, it will disappear just as quickly as it came. The costume will be put into the closet again, the decorations taken down, the candy eaten, and the carved pumpkins rotted away. Yet we always know that at the same time next year, it will all come around again for us to take part in. In a life of increasing uncertainty, consistent happy times to look forward to are always welcome and embraced, even if they are only temporary, or maybe even because they're temporary. What do you think? Which elements of Halloween do you think make it the cultural mainstay that it has become? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I have all sorts of videos about pop culture topics and specific media, so check those out if you want to hear more from me. I hope you have a great spooky season, and I'll see you next time.